For season 1 of the trading challenge, I decided to take a prop firm test. The test was to make 10% profit, and if I can do that on the account, I will get $25,000 account. Not only that, but moving on, for every 10% profit that I make on the account, the balance of the account will double. So it will go from 25K to 50K to 100K to 200K up to $3 million. Okay, so what happened so far? For this challenge, which is in real time, I've been taking trades in real time. I've had 11 weeks of trading. 8 weeks we made money. 2 weeks we lost a little bit of money, a tiny bit, and 1 week was break even. There were 79 trades, 47 wins, 25 losses, and 7 break even trades. My win rate was 65%. So on this test, so far we've made 7%. So it's really close. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe the season finale is the next episode. But if you want to find out more, I'll see you on the other side. Before we get into today's video, there were 2 things that I wanted to mention. First of all, I want to call out all the social media and YouTube trading gurus. I want my level of transparency to be the standard of this industry. There's too many YouTube traders or social media traders that pick a trade, show you one good trade, but they hide you their losses, or they don't show you everything. You can't hide 11 weeks back to back of trading. I want to make sure that people are watching the right kind of people to get the right information. There's too much fake information. So first of all, I'm calling out all the social media trading gurus. Stop hiding your trades. Stop hiding your trades. Okay, number 2, I want to give you guys a big tip just to begin with, okay? I understand that I made 7% on this challenge in 11 weeks of trading. I understand that 7% might not seem like a lot in 11 weeks of trading. But what you gotta understand is that the 7% that I made is only on one account. I have 3 other accounts. So basically, I didn't make 7% in 11 weeks. I made 28% in 11 weeks. Basically, I took almost the same risk percentage on the other accounts. So why do I do this? Why, instead of just taking all the trades on the same account, why do I split it up, taking the same trades on other accounts? First of all, you know that some prop firms can go out of business, or something happens, or you make a mistake when you enter a trade in the server, in the broker, and it was too high of a position size, or you forgot to put a stop loss or something, the wrong stop loss, and you could blow the account. So imagine someone scaling an account, working so hard for a big sized account, only to lose it for a stupid reason. So that's number 1. I don't rely on one account because something can happen. By the way, I was one of the people who lost a funded account with my Forex funds, but I wasn't one of those people who had like 100K with my Forex funds. I lost it, but it didn't affect my progression because I had other accounts. I lost one, but all my other accounts were safe. It hurt. I was really mad because it was a funded account. But after some time, I understood, it's part of the cost of doing business. These things can happen. And that's why also it's important to diversify. Number 2, this is the big one. This is a big tip, okay? Check this out. Let's say you have 2 options, okay? You have 2 options. Option 1, option 2. Option 1 is to take a 100K challenge. 100K challenge, okay? The drawdown, so it's 12%, okay? And your risk per trade is 1%, okay? So you can lose this account after 12 trades. Right? So you can do this. You can have a 100K account, you can risk 1% per trade, and you can take up to 12 trades. If you have 12 losses in a row, that's when you lose the account, right? Or option 2, you take two 50K accounts, the same trades on both accounts. The drawdown is the same. %, okay? Guys, this is important, okay? Now check this out. If I'm having two accounts, I'm going to split the risk by 2, right? 1 divided by 2, 0.50% risk per trade, right? So, if I do make money though, I'm risking the same percent, right? If you add these two is 1%, but here's 1%, okay? But here, to blow the account, it will be 24 trades, right? Instead of 12, because here's 12 because the risk is 1%. Here is 24 because here the risk is 0.50. So I'm doing this because the more accounts I have, the less likely I'm going to blow the account because I'm protecting myself with a drawdown. But I'm still making the same amount of money as doing this as option 1. I also lose the same amount of money when I lose, but they're on different accounts. So imagine I could blow this account after 24 trades. How calm that makes me feel when I take a trade. I don't need to worry about those kind of things, or about worrying about getting out of drawdown or being in drawdown. And I have 4 accounts, so I could even put less percentage, or this is fine. So if you want to make more money with prop firm accounts, this is a good option too. This is what I do, okay? I hope you understood the purpose of this example. So now let's get into the video. Let's have a quick look at my FX book, which is the website that automatically copies all the trades that I take from my broker, just to show that everything's legit. This is all the trading activity information, all the dates, everything, the pricing, the position size. And the last column here on the right is the gain that I make per trade. Here's the trading history. Okay. And anyways, we'll find out soon if it's real or not when if I show the certificate if I pass, right? Okay. So this is my trading journal. Again, just to explain the column by column, the challenge week, the date I exited the trade, the pair, the screenshot before I enter, did I win or lose, the ROI, and the post-trade screenshot. Like after the trade, I take another screenshot. Here's how many trades I took in total, the wins and losses, the break-evens, and my win rate. And for this account, here's the total ROI and the total percentage we made. Okay. Why am I consistent? There's 2 things. First of all, I know that what makes me a good trader is not winning. Everyone can win. What makes me a good trader and consistent is how I react when I lose. I don't usually do anything stupid when I lose. Most people, when they lose, they take it personally. They think they're doing something wrong, or they need to make up for it, or they need to get revenge. So on the next trade, they will subconsciously either break their rules or subconsciously increase their position size or take a trade that is not part of the plan just to defend their honor and defend their intellectual abilities and basically defend their ego. So I am consistent because when I lose, I know that's the real test of what would make me a trader. It's not if I win or lose. That is not the test. The test is how I react when I lose. So That's one reason I'm consistent. Number two, why am I consistent? Because I know at the beginning of every week that my goal is that by the end of the week, I can say that I traded by my rules without breaking my rules. Unfortunately, I do not think first about the money. That's how most people think, and that's why most people fail. Okay? I'm telling you the facts, the truth. Unfortunately, money has to be a consequence of my actions. It cannot be my first thought. When I lose, I cannot think about the money that I lost. I have to think first, did I break my rules or not? Okay? I am consistent because my goal, my objective of the week is to be disciplined, to stick to my plan, because that is the hard part, to not break my rules. And then I can worry about the money at the end of the week and think about that. And party, right? So I gave you 2 reasons as to why I'm consistent. Now let's get into it. So for episode 5, we're going to review week 9, week 10, and week 11. So basically September and October. A lot of trades in it. A lot of trades. Again, 8 weeks positive. Like, guys, the last time I had a negative week was in July. After that, it's been bang, 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 bang. And this week, we're going to talk about this. It's going to be very important. So, week 9, here's the, I took 11 trades, here's the pairs. I will show you some screenshots of the winners and losers. And then I'm going to tell you some lessons that can help you out. Okay, let's check out this NZDCAD trade, before and after. So how I trade is supply and demand, which you can find many videos about that on YouTube. I might make a video about it, about my perspective on it. But again, the reason why I encourage you to look at other videos for strategies is because finding a strategy is the easy part. It's not that hard to find a working strategy. I promise you that is not the hard part. The hard part is following the rules and not breaking the plan or getting angry. So, if you have any questions though about strategy-wise, technical, you could leave me a comment and I'll make sure to reply back to you. And if you find any information here helpful or interesting, drop a like, show me that you like what I'm dropping so I can keep sharing some content. So, this is on the 1 hour time frame. I do not fight the trend. I do not argue with the trend. I do not try to call the bottom or the top, or I do not try to call the reversal, or I do not try to call when the trend is going to end. It's a downtrend. It should take me a few seconds to figure it out. I don't overthink or think what if, or worry that it is going to be change of trend. If there is, that's great. The market showed itself, paid its hand. I'll just go in the other direction. That's no problem. Downtrend, I'm going with the downtrend. I trade supply and demand. So price basically moves up and down. It goes to certain areas before continuing a trend because they have unleft orders there usually. Or they want to eat retail orders so they could get better prices, more liquidity, and make more money for when they take the trade on the other way back down. So why did I pick this zone as my area of interest? It's hard to explain, but basically, how can I explain why did I pick this yellow zone for my area? You could see that it's basically an area where price comes back in often before continuing, right? It went down, it came back around here, it went down, it came back around here, it went down, it came back around here, it went down. I expect price to come anywhere where it came over here, and I always leave a lot of breathing room. I don't worry about I'm not too greedy. I don't worry about my risk to reward or being too tight on my stop loss so I can maximize how much money I make on the trade. I'm not too greedy or stingy about that. I just want to be part of the move, not like get taken out by maybe my entry is too tight, too precise, or my stop loss is too precise. No, I don't worry about the risk to reward too much because percentage and the size of the account is what matters more. Because I can have a 1-to-1 risk to reward on a big size account, and I still make more money than someone who has a 5-to-1 risk to reward on a small size account. And when you have a low risk to reward, you have a worse winning rate, right? You have more losses. Losses are more damaging to your psychology and to your ability to sustain consistency and discipline, right? I win a lot and my risk to reward is low, but I don't have that feeling of losing where you get angry or you feel bad about yourself or you want a revenge or you worry about when's your next win going to be. I don't worry about those things, right? So if you don't want to, this is important, if you want to be a sustainable trader, not be stressed or angry, like unbalanced in your emotions and in your quality of life, it's more important to have a good win rate than a good risk to reward, because losses will affect you mentally. It's really hard to take a loss after loss and not knowing when your next win is going to be. Even if that next win you're going to make a lot of money, you know that after that you're going to get more losses before your next win. I hope that helped you out. So let's see what happened after. Okay, price did just that, right? I wasn't stingy with my entry. I caught the move, hit my TP, right? How do I choose my TP? Market structure. Where's the next area of supply and demand? Or if I don't see one, I keep it safe. I stick to around a 1-to-1 risk to reward. But I don't decide the risk to reward. Sometimes I catch 2-to-1 risk to reward, 3-to-1 risk to reward. But I let the market decides, the structure of the market decides my risk to reward. If the next supply zone is really far, that means I would have a high risk to reward, but that wasn't up to me. That's just where the next zone is, right? I'm very agile and organic with the market. I trade price action. It's very natural. I don't dictate or force my bias or my thoughts on the market. I trade with the market. Okay. Let's look at a loss. There's not many. NZD CAD. It was another sell, right? I did the same thing again. Again, same thing. I picked another zone because I believe that price is finally needs to break out, because it's been there hasn't been a big move yet. What happened next? Change of trend. That's totally fine. It happens. But you see my win rate, right? I can lose. That's not the problem. Problem is what people might do now. This was my old zone. If you looked at the first screenshot, this is the same currency. If you look around here where price is now, that's where I took that other trade from. This is a different zone. Most people would stick to that buy if they would say, okay, price is still going down. It's just at the other zone. They would enter a sell here again. What you're doing is you're imposing the bias and the trend and how you want to be right on the market. Guys, this is a change of trend, change of structure. Don't overthink it. Now I'm looking for buys. This is an important lesson, because if you lose, you think that maybe you have to enter again. You're going to enter again. You're so sure it's going to go back the other way, reverse. Before you know it, you lost the account. You lost your dignity on the way too. Important lesson. If the market changes trend, go with it. Like don't argue against the market. Okay. I had a loss, right, in NZD CAD. I had 2 other losses because probably around that same time there was a lot of change of structures. And then I made up for it, right? I had a good week. The week after that, no losses. 4 wins, 1 break-even trade. There was an important lesson here. What was it? Oh man. September 26th. Let me check the dates of these trades. Maybe that might help me, remind me what did I learn. September 26th was a Tuesday, and then I took 3 trades on September 27th. That's the Wednesday. And then, I'm not sure, guys, on the lesson, every week I try to learn something from the week to always try and improve or make sure I'm still doing the right things. But I don't know what happened really, but I had a great week, right? For R. And what I usually do is at the end of the month, I would take NFP week off. NFP is tricky to trade. I can trade it, but at the same time, it's important to take some breaks just to stay fresh. Now, guys, this week, check this out, okay? This is gonna be. I remember this lesson because this just happened. Today we're October 14th, and yesterday was this bad day. I started the week very well, right? I had one win, small loss, 0.5 R, and I had two more wins. And then on Friday, October the 13th, Halloween, scary. Okay, so what happened here? Guys, I had a bad day, right? If you checked out the market yesterday, like look at GPP or look at most markets, there was crazy change of trend. Something must have happened, like big. Must have to do something with politics or war, but look at this. This is important because this is where most people fuck up and really go off the rails. I had 4 losses in one day. Most people, what they will do here at this point is they're going to change their strategy, they're going to change their risk, or yesterday they would have taken more trades. They would have, guys, you win and then you lose a few trades and then you decide to do something different. This is very important because this is where most people take the wrong path. When you lose a lot, you try to do something different. But this is the test, guys. The test is not losing. The test is how you react when you lose. I was so angry. I felt so bad. I thought that I was like the worst trader in the world. I'm wasting my time. Like, what am I doing? I need to take a trade right now. Fuck, it's the weekend. What do? I need to maybe take a higher position size. No stop loss, just go. Just enter a position. These are the thoughts that everyone will have. But guys, with my awareness, I realized that, wait, did I break any rules with these trades? No, all these losses were part of the plan. Is this normal? Can this happen? I was like, yeah. So I didn't break any rules. And then I realized that, okay, you're down minus 2R then after all of this. I realized I can make this back in a day. The lesson that I'm trying to tell you is all the thoughts and emotions that you get after you lose are not real. How you feel about yourself or how angry you are about the situation or the trade, it's the market trying to trick you to do something you're not supposed to. Those emotions are not real. Those thoughts are not real. So what? I had 4 losses in a row on the same day. That means I'm not a good trader. That means all of this doesn't count. I need to change my strategy. I must be doing something wrong. The last time I had a bad losing streak was in July. What happened after that? I had like 3 months of beautiful trading. So, to end this video, the lesson here is when you lose, remember that is the test. Losing is not the failure. You didn't fail the test when you lose. We all lose. The test is how are you going to react when you lose. That is what's going to make you an amazing trader. If you realize that, the market was trying to trick me to change my position size, but no, I'm going to win. I just have to win if I go into the next trade part of the rules. If you have that reflex, that instinct, boom. That's the reflex, that's the instinct of a real trader. And we're just going to find out maybe next season finale, or if it's not the finale, if I'm going to keep losing. But we know what happened the last time I had a negative week in July. We're on October now. Okay? Good luck with your trading. A lot of big content coming. A lot of different content that you're not used to from other YouTubers. Giving you real, raw, unedited footage, okay? Good luck again, and I'll see you in the next video.